guys, it's Jessica, and today I've got a video inspired by my friend here on YouTube, Samantha March. I will link her channel and her video version of this. She did it a while ago, and it was all about cult favorites that she's never tried. Now, I don't know if she got the idea from someone else, but since I watched hers and that's what inspired me, I figured she'd be the one I would mention. Now, you can't make fun of my hair because it's been after a long work day, and it just, I'm like flip-flopping it. You ever like feel unhappy with your hair, so you're like, let me just like flip it this way, and then it looks good for like 2 seconds, and you're like, let me flip it back. So I'm gonna try not to mess with my hair. There are absolutely no promises. Anyway, so I am so excited to do this video because I thought, you know, there are a lot of products I haven't tried, but what was kind of crazy to me is that as I did kind of scroll through like the bestsellers at Sephora and Ulta, I thought, okay, no, I've got like my Simple Human. A lot of you guys asked about this mirror. It's this Simple Human mirror. I can link it below. It's awesome, but I have it here, and when it's facing you, it's like an automatic light, which is great when you're getting ready, but not now. I don't need any more light. Okay. Wow, boy, this video has been derailed so quickly. Okay, focus. So, I have tried so much makeup, and that's not like me bragging about it. I mean, that's my job here, but it was kind of amazing going through and thinking, wow, like I really have tried a lot. But there certainly are some things that like I feel like everyone's tried and I haven't. And so I wanted to share them with you. This video is just for fun. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to get out of it at all. I mean, so you don't have to watch it. Like, I feel like this is just like, I'm just here to chat, and I've got my little coffee and my reindeer mug, and I'm just gonna chat about a bunch of makeup. I guess for me, it's beneficial to me because I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Like, do you feel like if you've tried these products, are they worth the money? Are they worth, all of these products are ones that are like Sephora kind of high-end ones. If you want me to do a drugstore version of like drugstore products I haven't tried, let me know. I don't know if that would be fun to watch, weird to watch, I don't know. I'm not sure that this video is gonna be very good. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Oh, but I hope you'll subscribe before I get too far into it. We're like 5 minutes into the video. All right, so the first one, I've been kind of compiling a list as I've come up with them. One that I haven't tried that I feel like has like, I don't know that this is necessarily a cult favorite. This is a rough place to start. But this Venti Foundation that's new. I know that the big thing with it is it's awesome because of the color range. Finally a line where they're like actually embracing, you know, everyone, as it all should be. And so that's really neat, and I totally get the hype behind that. But I do know, and the reason I haven't, you know, kind of pulled the trigger on buying that is because so many people with my kind of skin type, dry, kind of normal, but kind of more on the dry side, don't really like it. And so I feel like, okay, well, I could put on like a primer oil underneath and a really moisturizing primer and all this stuff, but I'm like, sometimes I don't want to go through all that work, and I already have foundations that are really high coverage that I have to do that with, that if I'm going to go through all that work, I'd rather have that kind of coverage. So I don't know if I eventually will buy it or not. I did recently pick up the primer from her line, and her the Universal Lip Balm, Gloss Balm is awesome. So I am trying out some things from the line. I think I just bought the highlighter too. But foundation, I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Is it good for dry skin? I've kind of just heard like, kind of things. So I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys think. That foundation, by the way, is $34. Did I say that? All right, so the next thing I've never tried are the Anasazi Aglow kits. I almost bought them. These are $40, by the way. I almost bought them on, I want to say Black Friday. I think Ulta had them for like 40% off. Or, I mean, it was a really good deal, and I almost pulled the trigger on that one. But I didn't, because I thought, you know what? I have so many highlighters, and highlighters that I already love, and I like trying out highlighters. But these glow kits, I don't know that any of them have necessarily gotten bad reviews. A lot of people love them. But for me, when I look at like any of them, I think, okay, I definitely use that color. I might use that color. And then there's always two that I definitely wouldn't use. Like, they wouldn't work as a highlighter for me. And I know some of them are meant to be bronzers, but I don't really love glowy bronzers. So I'm like, so for me, I think it's just never really made sense to buy. And I almost feel like it'd be a waste of money. And on top of that, the only other reason I might buy that would be for like review purposes, but I feel like YouTube's already so oversaturated with, I almost said saturated, oversaturated with reviews of those glow kits that I'm like, I don't think I really need to add to that noise, especially if I don't really have the desire to, you know what I'm saying? But what are your guys' thoughts on those glow kits? Or if there's like one you'd recommend, what would be the one you would say that people should get? All right. Why does Face ID not recognize my freaking face? It'll recognize me with like sunglasses on, but then I'll like look right at it and it's like, nope. I'm like, what? Another product I've never tried is the Marc Jacobs Highliner, Eyeliners, is that what they're called? These are, what price are they? $25. Here's the thing, I do like a lot of Marc Jacobs products. Like, I like their lipsticks, which is what I'm wearing today. I'll talk about it in a minute. I love their lipsticks. I really like their coconut primer. I've even tried like their coconut like gel like highlighter. I like that too. So there's a lot I do like from their beauty line and their eyeshadows. But I've never really, I don't know, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna completely go against what I'm about to say. I wanna say I don't like spending a lot of money on eyeliners. I'm losing it, you guys. I don't like spending a lot of money on eyeliners because they're just eyeliner. I feel like if it's a pencil liner, I freaking fly through it, A, because I wear it every day. Also, the drugstore has unbelievable eyeliners. Let me show you a few. All right, I just picked up two. They're both like almost gone. You can tell I love them. One of my favorites from the drugstore is the Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner. It's literally, I need to sharpen it. I'm getting really close to the end. First of all, the packaging looks like the Urban Decay packaging. Amazing, creamy, incredibly black eyeliner. Then I also love the Rimmel Waterproof Scandalized Liner. Again, I feel like the same formula. I think I like the Milani one better, probably only because of the packaging, which I don't care how shallow it sounds, because if they're around the same price, why not pick the one that you like the packaging better if they're performing the same? Anyway, I don't know who I'm explaining that to. I'm sure any of you guys understood that. These are amazing, so why spend, you know, $25 on an eyeliner that's gonna be gone like that? Now, will I ever try them? Maybe, just because I want to and let you guys know, or like, maybe if I ever did like a Marc Jacobs, like all about the brand kind of video, I might have tried enough to be able to do that. I don't know. Let me know if you'd be interested. That might be farther in the future because I think I'd want to try some more, you know, maybe a foundation from them, things like that. But I say that, but take it with a grain of salt, because one product that I absolutely love that I have repurchased a lot is the Hourglass 1.5 millimeter eyeliner, only because it's got like the tiniest tip and it's super creamy. I'm gonna talk about that in another video I'm filming tonight, which is why it's in front of me, about like my most repurchased makeup products that I keep buying again and again, and that is one of them. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I love drugstore liners, but like that one's amazing and it's like this big. So it makes tight lining really easy. Okay, the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour. Now I do have their eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna be honest, since my style is so different than Kat Von D, I mean like her approach to life and I just feel like we're so different. What do I know about her approach to life? I don't know anything about her. Anyway, but like, I feel like we are very different style-wise. And so with that in mind, like I'd look at like the packaging of her stuff and be like, But then I've tried some of her stuff and it's really good. And then I've tried some stuff that I really didn't like. Usually not because it was necessarily bad, but because it wasn't my, like her liquid lipstick I think is just a little bit too drying for me. Anyway, so I tried her eyeshadow palette. I love it. I can link it below. It is so creamy, pigmented, buttery. I mean, all that you want, and it blends so well. But when I think about like the contour, it's kind of the same as the highlight kit. I don't need contour palettes. I'm gonna use 1 to 2 shades out of the 6 or 8, you know, I'm talking about any contour palette out there. And so I have a few, like I have one from e.l.f. that's really good, but do I reach for it a lot? No, because I only use 1 shade from it, maybe 2. And so for me, it just doesn't make sense. Now, if you're a makeup artist, it might make more sense. If you're just a collector or you love Kat Von D or you genuinely just love contour kits, there's nothing wrong with that. I've heard it's absolutely amazing. I've swatched it in stores and I'm like, holy moly. I just know myself and I know that I don't have that need. And I also know yet again that there are cheaper alternatives where I don't feel like I need to spend the money on a contour kit. Now, would I spend the money on a really nice contour powder, like a single? Yeah, because I travel a lot and if I know it's really good or I want to talk about it with you guys and review it, then it's worth it to me. But a whole kit, I hope I'm making sense. That contour kit, by the way, is $49. That's a lot for a lot of shades I'm probably not gonna use. I've also not tried the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. They're $20 each. I am kind of interested to try them though. I know a lot of people like love them. I've tried now one thing from Huda Beauty and it's her eyeshadow palette, the like purpley one. But yeah, her Desert Dusk. Really interesting palette. Still developing my opinion. It takes me a while to decide. Interesting. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I've been using it a lot. Did I wear any of this today? I think I have cashmere, yeah, on my lid, but I also put like a ColourPop shadow on top of it. The mattes I really like. The shimmers are kind of interesting. You just have to have a really good primer underneath. You got to be careful with it. Super, lots of I don't even want to say necessarily fallout, it's just a lot of powder that kicks out because of the nature of those shadows. But the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks, I'm like, again, I'm a broken record. I'm gonna say it one time and I'll move on. I'm kind of over liquid lipsticks. I'm done saying it. That's why I don't think I'll ever buy them. That's all. Violet Voss palettes. Those are $45. I think most of them are. I have to admit, the Laura Lee, was it? Yeah, it was Violet Voss and Laura Lee. Her palette looked amazing, and I wish I would have bought it. Is it still available? It's probably still available on her site, like the Violet Voss site. Now that Violet Voss is sold at Sephora, though, it's now more on my radar, so I'm like, So I've looked at like their Holy Grails palette. That's the one I've got like in my loves on Sephora. So that's one I actually might try. Have you tried Violet Voss shadows? Like, I've heard they're really good, but then I feel like I don't hear about them a lot anymore. So I'm like, was it just like I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, oh, let's all talk about this, and then it phases out, so it's like, wait, so was it good or was it not? Like, why aren't you still using it? So I'm curious if you guys have tried it. Are they worth it? What's the best Violet Voss palette out there? If I were to buy one to be the first one I try, which one should it be? But really, the shadows, the colors that Laura Lee picked for that palette were gorgeous. Okay, another thing I've never tried is I've just been hearing about this mascara everywhere. The Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. It's $25. I think it's Beauty with Emily Fox, who I adore. I think it's her that really, really loves it. So she's who I keep hearing about it from, but I know I've heard it from other people that it's just this amazing mascara. And she is like the mascara queen. She does these like mascara try-ons. I'll see if I can find one of her mascara ones where she'll try out like 8 mascaras and you get to see them all like literally on her lash. It's amazing. And it's got to be so much work that she puts into it, and I so applaud her for that. Anyway, so she's made me want to try that, especially considering how many mascaras she's tried and that one's kind of stuck out to her. So that is one that I probably will buy, but again, I'm like, ooh, $25 for a mascara. I love my Lash Paradise so much. Although I will say, I can tell mine is getting older because today I was kind of freshening up before filming after work, and I had black fallout everywhere. Like, I've never seen so much in my life, and I thought, was I itching my eyes? And I'm like, well, I think I was, but even still, I mean, it was a lot. So I think it's time for me to replace the mascara. Okay, next one. I've not tried the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. This is $41. I've heard people talk about this for so long. It just doesn't sound up my alley because I don't love matte skin. Of course, I'm saying that my skin probably looks super matte. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, it just depends. Like, if I'm gonna wear a Wham Bam highlighter, I might mattify my face a little bit more to make that kind of even itself out with the rest. I don't know. But typically, I like more of a healthy glow to your skin. I don't like, you know, I don't mind if I have a little bit of oil shining through because I do think it kind of breathes life into my face and it makes me look a little bit more youthful. So that one's never really intrigued, and it seems like it's a kind of watery formula. Am I right? I feel like it's like a more watery formula, and I usually don't love foundations like that. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it just like spreads over my dry skin and it never actually covers, and I have like redness on my nose and it wouldn't cover that. So I'm curious about your guys' thoughts too, especially if you have skin like mine. Do you feel like it's good? Do you feel like it's not worth it? You know, what are your thoughts? So this video was just for fun. I hope it was, I guess, enjoyable to watch. I'm not sure that there was much to learn. I guess I did bring up a few products here and there. So any products I mentioned, I will link below if you're curious about them, even if they were products I mentioned that I actually own. Other than that, I hope you'll subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.